Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, everyone. I am your host, Lizzie. How are you doing today? I am so excited to be able to be here another day, another episode, and definitely another incredible guest. It's been an incredible last, I don't know, 3 years, 3 months, and things. Are counting because we've had so many incredible guests with incredible stories, not only for you to be able to learn about it, but even for me. I mean, I do this all for me. I'm just kidding. I do it for you, and I do it because I think knowledge and things that are not everybody knows and needs to be shared. And today is not going to be the exception. We have, like I said, an incredible guest. And as you see by the preview poster, this lady, I've known her for a little while. And I've gotten to know through another friend of ours, and keep growing and growing. I think what she has to teach and what she's doing for the community and her business is incredible. So yeah, I'm hoping that you had a great week. You are excited about the weekend. I am not, because that's the time that I don't do the shows. So for me, that's a sad time. And so I like to be here in front of you, sharing lots and lots of different experience, different people, whether you're a singer songwriter, or you author, a coach, or a trainer. We are here to share with the world incredible story. Our guest just disappeared. Hopefully she can get back pretty soon, and she's able to connect with us right away. I want to be able to read, I want to join her and read a little bit of bio. And this is our guest. And let me give you a little bit a background. That way you have um, an idea who we're speaking to. And her name is Jane Warr. She's a trainer. She's a founder, CEO of Selling on the Spot Market, which that's how I got to connect with her, because what she's doing is incredible. Communications and sales training author and international speaker, right here in Toronto, Canada. I hope she can come back. Um, Also, she has helped entrepreneurs, business owners, sales professional improve their communication and their business skill throughout networking, sales, training, and workshop, live and online, and benefits of gold achieve. Selling on the spot. Wonderful, she's back. Selling on the spot pod. It is online. It's about result, networking, selling ethically, which I'm huge about it, efficiently, and connecting and collaborating. Profit for fun. Love that slogan. She has this community. She wants us to join the community, join the team, join the movement. And but she's not always done that. She has other background which she's going to share with that, but any with us. But without further ado, I want you to be able to be great. Just remember, the chats are open if you would like to interact with us, ask questions. And we are on all social media, as you can see. We're all on Instagram, Facebook, and the list goes on. So let's welcome her to the show with a wonderful. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Lizzie.
Woo!
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it is a pleasure or honor to be able to have you here today. I know it's Friday. You're winding up a little bit, maybe not. Maybe you're getting busier on the weekend. That's when I usually prepare. I love that you have a Christmas tree already there. I know, getting ready for your holiday season there. Jane, we've known each other. I don't know. I think we met once through James McNeil. That was probably about, give or take, maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah, I would have said 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And you were one of his student, but the trainer that Trainer Jane. That's where how I remember you. That was your calling. That's what you were doing at the time. How did you get into this market? How did you switch? Are you still doing your fitness? And question number one, and why did you got interested in the fitness part from the beginning?
Oh, thank you for asking. Yes, it's been an interesting journey. I've evolved over the time, and certainly Trainer Jane was and who Trainer Jane is fundamentally the same. But no, the fitness, the nutrition, the wellness side of my business back then was just back then. It's something I miss and something that I loved. But it is just like you said. I met James McNeil. I think I met him maybe 7 or 8 years ago now. And he, of course, is the owner of a program called Verbal Aikido. And Verbal Aikido is an emotional intelligence course. And first, I was a student of his. I took the course, but then I partnered with him as a licensee and proudly was the speaker trainer of the course for many years. And so Trainer Jane was already known. I mean, literally, people to this day still call me Trainer Jane more often than Jane Warr or Jane. And so Jane is, or Trainer Jane still exists. 9 years this week, actually, this coming week is our anniversary. As me, as a sales trainer, as a communications trainer, I'm a 5-time international best-selling author, stage speaker, and so much more. So it's evolved over the time, over the years. So not so much coaching, but training front of the room for a whole group.
And why did you get what did you got interested in sales? Because that's let's leave the elephant in the room right now. Let's put it right there because that's one of the things that most of us are very uncomfortable of dealing with people and actually asking for, are you gonna join us? Are you going to take my coaching business? Are you going to be part of my group? All those questions that are direct questions, which I have to confess to you, they're uncomfortable questions, and you feel like you put in the person against the wall and not giving them the freedom of saying, you know what, I think I really love what you do, but I'm not interested in buying right now. And I mean, good kudos to you because you decided, no, this is what I want to target. A lot of business people need that help. They need better ideas. They need better ways without sounding salesy and, getting uncomfortable and losing the customer.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you brought that up because that is why a big part of why I created Selling on the Spot Marketplace in the beginning was for entrepreneurs, business owners, sales professionals to embrace, first of all, the fact that they are salespeople, right? So everybody please embrace that that's what you are. We're all in sales. We're all selling at some point in time, whether it's a product, a service, whether it's ourselves. We are selling why Lizzie is selling why you should be watching this presentation right now. It's all about not only selling, but we could say influence. It's about communication. But for us at Selling on the Spot, it's also about relationship building and being in rapport. And that's where we get our tagline of selling ethically, efficiently, and effectively because we're not being salesy. We're not trying to convince anybody into anything that they don't want to do. We make offers, and if you're interested, great, go ahead and buy or say yes to the offer. But ultimately, we're also a training company. So just like you said, people oftentimes find it uncomfortable to ask for the sale. And
Hmm.
that's a big part of why I created it was if it feels like practice or if you need practice, that alone is a reason to come to Selling on the Spot Marketplace. But my favorite thing to say to that is then, but don't be surprised when you close sales because it really
Interesting.
is about asking. It's just real communication. It's real conversation. If you were standing in front of somebody else, you wouldn't just stop talking and make them feel uncomfortable and make them say, well, how do I buy? Or what's the price? Like if you would be breaking rapport if you just stopped speaking, then it would be awkward, right? Versus
Hmm.
in connection with that person, truly caring about the individual or individuals in front of you, because then if they are meant to move forward with you in business, great. And if not, at least you're stayed in rapport. You still have this great relationship where they could still refer you or buy from you in the future. So it really comes down to how you present yourself professionally, and again, how you communicate your message without being salesy, but being assertive and confident and comfortable having a conversation that is sales and therefore has money involved. Nothing wrong with money, nothing wrong with sales.
Well, yes, and obviously we are all in business because we need an income, or we love doing what we love to do. However, the bills still need to be paid, and employees still need to be paid, and the mortgage still needs to be paid, and all that good stuff. So you have created this group, and I've followed you for a little while, and I've seen the amount of success that your people that have signed up to your work or your group has had. Why? What got you into that? I mean, it is not just you being uncomfortable, but you realizing that a lot of other people are in the same boat as you were.
Yes, and I believe that a lot of people do what they do because something happened or they needed to learn the lesson. So when I did the very first Selling on the Spot Marketplace event, which was in Ajax, Ontario, Canada, 8 years ago, I wasn't trying to start a company. I was putting on a one-time event. Oh, thank you. And that event was meant for the community, whoever wanted to come out to not just network, but actually sell. So bring a product, bring a service, and look at how do you communicate with each other again to be able to get to a yes while doing it ethically, while having fun, right? Some people will say yes, some people won't, but again, build the relationships. And that event went over so well that for a solid year, people asked me to bring it back.
Mm,
Again, I wasn't looking to start a company, so it was a solid year later, 7 years ago this past November,
seven
when
years.
yes, when I put it on again. And at that time, it was once a month put on by me in Ajax. And the way it grew was because people started asking me to hold it in other areas. So I went as far east as Ottawa, I went as far west as Waterloo, went up towards Georgina, and
Wow.
people kept asking me to take it more places, but there's only one me. And then I really realized and started believing more in not just myself, but this actual program that I created and this event that I created, when chambers of commerce and board of trades and municipalities were starting to call me and ask me to come in to either put on the marketplace or at least come in as a sales trainer. And then at the same time, participants that were coming to my events were asking, could they replicate it? Would I ever put this together as a licensing model? And it was something I already created. And of course, when people start asking for it, the demand is there, then it's the perfect timing.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
this was not planned at all. This happens, and all of a sudden here you are with this incredible business, with this incredible idea, and people are asking for more and more. So some of you are watching right now. This is her website. Do you mind sharing that website with the world?
Sure. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Selling on the spot marketplace.com. I know it's a long name, but for the sake of branding, that is the name of the company, selling on the spot marketplace.com. The marketplace is what started it all. So on our calendar, for example, the most common event that we have is the marketplace. So whether it's me that's hosting it or one of my licensees, one of my partners, like franchisees that are replicating the events, they are putting on the same event, different times, different time zones, and even for different communities. So we have the regular ones. Of course, right now we're still completely online. And slowly going back to in person as well as. But we have online events that are not just for the regular community, meaning anybody on
Mhm.
the globe. We're Canadian first, we're American second, but we've proudly had participants from 41 countries around the world so far that have
Wow.
come to our events. Thank you. But we also have themed events. So, for example, right now I'm also hosting the European event. My licensee Brenda is hosting the one for Australians. We have one that's specific for Toronto. And it doesn't mean that you have to geographically live there and only there to attend that event, because Australians, for example, we had so much demand from Australia for our events that we started hosting them, but they want to meet the North Americans and the North Americans want to meet the Australians. So it still is anybody's permitted to go because we're welcoming the business.
Mhm.
But it is themed. Some of them are themed that way as well.
Wow, congratulations. Do you think that in the last year, especially with everything being closed down, businesses are actually going through a different stage in their business life that actually made your business, your company, a lot more stronger than any other year because of people had to be at home?
Well, we certainly grew because of COVID. Fortunately, I had the foresight of putting the event on Zoom before COVID happened. Just not
Mm,
everybody knew that. It was a beautiful Ontario winter that put us on online, put us on Zoom almost a full year before COVID happened because it was a February storm that was coming in. People were driving up to 4 hours to come to an event that I was putting on. And I knew
wow.
we had a storm coming in. I said, everybody stay home, stay safe. Let's jump on Zoom. We'll just replicate it the best we can, stay safe, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
And all but one person showed up and they loved it. They absolutely loved it. They're like, okay, we're warm, we're safe. We still got to connect with absolutely everybody. We still made sales and they loved it. So that was the beginning of my beta running the beta program to see how that would run and what would be the popularity of it. We held a second one, already had the PowerPoint ready. And then when COVID happened, fortunately, we pivoted in 3 days, or it basically just became a matter of marketing to let people know we're ready. That following Wednesday, we're like, we're ready. The first event is on, come, it's an online version. It feels a little bit different, but please join us because we're there to support. We're there to, again, still help the entrepreneurs and business owners continue to do business as much as usual, just in this little rectangle instead of the
Mhm.
way we were holding it before.
Mhm, mhm. I see that on your website and everybody is watching right now. This is perfect for entrepreneurs, business professional, business owners, direct sales, financial services, and list goes on. So basically, you have targeted almost every single business in needs, and this came along throughout the years, or you actually knew at the beginning that what we're doing is that will be able to help all those markets.
Well, it always mattered to me from the very beginning to differentiate and not exclude anybody.
Right.
So there were already amazing networking events in Durham. But there's some that were women only, or some groups that only allow one type of company in their program. Some exclude multi-level marketing and network marketing. And to me, it was okay, let's build a company where we have a global inclusive community. We turn absolutely nobody away ever, because it
Mhm.
comes down to, it's not just what's the company that you're bringing, it's who are you. Ultimately, we're buying into you. And it's also about the offer. Because if somebody is selling skincare, you could still be offering shampoo one day, you could be offering moisturizer another day, right? We've had real estate agents that have come, but they've also authored a book. So they might be selling the actual book and they might be
Mhm.
booking who wants an evaluation on their home, right? Most people have more than one product, more than one service, more than one
It's true.
offer that they can make at any time. And over the years, again, it's really been about out of the box thinking. And that's my favorite, is when somebody thinks, okay, well, what if I offer this, maybe bundle it with this? I wonder if more people will buy it. Well, sure, if you're bonusing and giving free extra things to it, it is going to incentivize more people to buy. And that's what we really want to encourage. Why would somebody buy from you today? What do
Mhm.
you want to offer that works for your business, obviously, but at the same time will get you ultimately as many yeses as possible? Because it's not just about that one yes. I did start the company at the time for the sake of that initial sale. It was to help people that needed cash flow, that needed money. They want to pay their bills. So how
Mhm.
could we get them to sell that day, get paid that day? But really, again, ultimately, we're about relationship building. People won't necessarily buy from you the first time. Once you have built some authority in your own field by showing up more than once at our events, building that know, like, and trust factor, then our community is awesome. I always say we have a phenomenal amount of business that we do with each other People start giving each other shout outs, even at the event, testimonials, that sort of thing. And then even more people will buy from you because that know, like, and trust factor has been built. So it's evolved over time, and it's just gotten better and better because of our community.
That is awesome. So a lot of people are wondering, well, how do I sign up? How do I get in part of the community? Uh, what do I sign up? All those good questions. So let us answer.
Sure. Thank you. So the website is sellingonthespotmarketplace.com. So on our events page, you can definitely find our calendar. You can find all of our events. Again, the main ones, or what started it all, is Selling on the Spot Marketplace, which is where it looks like a networking event, but we're also making offers. But at the same time, we are a training company. So on our calendar, you will see all sorts of other events as well, because we put on sometimes Facebook training or LinkedIn training, YouTube training we have coming up. We have some launches actually coming up in the new year. But also on Facebook, any of you can join our free community, and that's in Facebook specifically. Even longer name, it's called Selling on the Spot Marketplace Global Community. But when in doubt, if you start typing in Selling on the Spot, you'll certainly find us. So our community is about 2,500 people strong in
Wow.
there. It's a nice, active group, nice, friendly group. We have a warm, inclusive community, as I said, that even not just in the marketplace business is done. We have business happening in the global community because, again, I'm always encouraging the dialogue, encouraging the connections between people. And if they put together sales and transactions and collaborations, awesome, like all the power to them. So we're certainly facilitating that there as well.
Absolutely. And I think this would definitely benefit anyone. I mean, you have a plethora of list of people that will be able to take advantage of this, and a lot of people definitely should look into it. One of the things that I wonder, what is the feedback that you get from people that have signed up, they have learned, and they used to say, I couldn't even sell, I don't know, water to anybody. How and now look at me, I'm able to do huge transactions, and thanks to this incredible group.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have. So first of all, it is for literally any business type, any industry. So again, we say inclusive community. We've stopped using the verbiage of men and women years ago. Again, any persons can come to our events, and any type of business, as long as you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, a sales professional. So we have people that have jobs, they work for other people, but they're selling something. Cool, you can still come if your time allows. Then please join us, because it's for anybody that has something they want to offer. We've even had people that said they were looking to get more people to subscribe to their YouTube channel. If that was
Wow.
important to them and they're hoping that 25 people are in the room say yes to them, awesome, then come for that reason, right? It's literally whatever you want to ask that you want people to say yes to.
Hmm.
And the more creative, again, the more it's evolved and changed and improved, because again, it's whatever you need for your business at that time. And next month or next week, whenever you want to come to the events again, whatever you need at that time or whatever you want to offer at that time is perfect. So we have loads of testimonials. Our average number of yeses at an event is 5. Our highest
Wow.
number of yeses ever is 14. Our highest one-time sale was 11,000.
Wow.
And to qualify that, because I should actually talk about consultations, because a lot of you would offer us, may have a service, right? You're not necessarily selling a house. Like I said, if you're a real estate agent, you're not selling a house at the event, obviously, but you're selling yourself and why somebody should book a consultation with you. Or again, if somebody's a coach, if somebody has a radio show, right? It's whatever the next step is that you want somebody to take with you is what we consider a sale, because you're selling. Why should they book that appointment with you? Right. And
Hmm.
so that way we've gotten yeses, and there's a specific coach, you know her, I won't name her right now, but she's from Toronto. And so she booked some consultations, and one of them bought an $11,000 program.
Wow.
So fantastic testimonial. So we have loads though. We also have people like Claudio. I always give Claudio a huge shout out. You probably know him as well, from the Toronto area. He has been coming to our events for 6 years.
Wow.
So 6.5, I think, actually, as soon as he found out about me and us. So, so some people will say, well, then why does he still keep coming? Because if you continuously need or want new customers or clients, we're supplying them. So he still has a reason to come network with us. And every time he shows up, people give him kudos and people give him shout outs. And so again, other people that might be on the fence saying yes to his offer are thinking, going, maybe I should. People clearly like him and trust him. Right. So
Have
we
you
have an interesting collection of, first timers or newer to our community or have been with us for 6.5 years and everything in between.
And I was going to ask you who can benefit, and I mean, you answer the question. Anybody who's looking and to grow their skills about networking and being able to sell, that whether you work, whether you have your own business, whether you're a coach, I mean, anybody. And I would even say people that are moms that need to be able to sell themselves to their kids or their husband. uh, I mean, there is no exception. We are always selling ourselves, whether it's for an exchange of money or an exchange of ideas or an exchange of just be part of this world. I mean, there is nothing that it doesn't entail you to convince something that what you have found, obviously, and we're hoping that it is the great thing, a good thing, is the best thing to do it or to try it at least. So absolutely. You were talking about an event, Jane, and I know that there is probably going to be one next year. When, how is it going to be live? And love to share that with my audience.
Sorry, do you mean the in-person events?
Yes.
Well, we did one in this past November in Toronto,
Okay.
and it was a bit of a mock. Let's see how many people are ready to come out
Showing up.
and be back to selling on the spot. It was the in-person version, and it was kind of a mix between our old style and the online style. And now we're looking at rolling back out. I'll give a little, exclusive here. I think as of March, I believe it's March 1st, 2023. We're just looking to book a venue right now. Will be the
Woohoo.
first time that we're back to in-person Toronto. At the same time, again, our demand is huge. What I need is partners. I need people that want to help facilitate the events as well. And that essentially is like a franchise model on a smaller scale where somebody would partner with me with selling on the spot, because of course I have a vested interest in training them to be a fantastic facilitator of our events. And ultimately it's for them to again build their know, like, and trust with the community by putting on the events and selling into their back end products and services, as well as earning income through being a licensee. So
Wow.
the sooner we have more licensees, now that COVID is kind of slowly disappearing, is the sooner that we'll be back to in-person events. We're looking to open in Calgary this year.
Wow.
This year, I mean 2023, well, it's almost this year. In Calgary, in Vancouver, potentially in Halifax, and of course further into the US than we are currently, and of course into other countries as well.
So I assume that if somebody's interested in being part, or even taking collaborating with you, doing franchisee, there is going to be training. There is going to be a lot of to get inside of your head pretty much and see what the vision that you have for this business, and hopefully they can see the same thing and collaborate and bring this, have another chapter of selling on the spot.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the website already does accept applications. And I always say, it's really easy to fill out an application and start the conversation, because there's no cost to apply. There's no commitment. at that point, and then we would have a one-on-one meeting to make sure that there is a right fit. Obviously, if we then intend to move forward, then we are looking at, again, how does selling on the spot help that individual's business get spotlighted, grow tremendously through the partnership. And actually, as of very recently, moving into 2023, we now guarantee a minimum of 50,000 US income in their first year
What?
through partnering, whereas while the investment is nowhere close to that amount. meaning that the investment is small to become a franchise partner, and yet they are going to earn so much more, and we actually guarantee that.
Have
So
you ever
it's a fantastic time to look into the opportunity and how we help anyone grow their business.
I absolutely, and especially nowadays. I mean, I heard, and I've been hearing, and I've talked to people that have lost jobs. The company completely moved with skeleton staff, and they're not working anymore. Or people that had to transition to another business because what they were doing, it doesn't fit because of it's been going on in the world, and the list goes on. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a great opportunity, and I believe that if I'm allowing to showcase your business, this platform, and one person, hopefully more, identifies with this, I think I want to work with Jane. I want to be able to have a franchisee or be a franchise owner myself. I believe in this. I think it's a great idea. Why not? Have you ever thought that this trial, 7, you said 5 years ago or 7 years ago?
7 years ago. Mhm.
7 ago, it will turn out what is today. Did it cross your mind that, from a little idea to this being huge?
No, I think it actually took me a good 2 years where I was holding the events myself. And like I said, by that time, I had so much demand for me to take it into other areas. But I kept thinking, how far am I willing to travel? Again, especially with our Canadian winters, packing the car just to unpack the car and set up and put on a then 3 hour in-person event was always a full day program. And I knew I loved it. I knew we had a demand for it. And then it was a matter of believing in myself and looking at how to scale the business. And it was a mentor in the past that really helped me realize how easy it actually is to scale. And it's just a matter, of course, learning what the steps are and then following through with the steps. So she definitely opened my eyes to that. We built the licensing model at that time immediately. And then funny story there too, because being in Canada, we had everything ready for licensing in Canada, and their very first applicant was American. And that spoke volumes to how he already knew me and what he saw on social media, because he had never attended one of our events ever. They were in person only. He was in Texas, we were in Ontario, Canada. But he believed in me and everything that he saw on social media. So our very first licensee was in the US and made us international immediately, which was awesome. And so we've that since then gone into, of course, in-person licensing in Canada and the US. Pre-COVID, we had a licensee in India, we had one in Iceland. And since COVID, we also went into Denmark and some other countries. But again, now it's all online. So it's been this really looking at how can we serve more people, and therefore each year the company has grown, and now we actually have 10 divisions. So the marketplace is only one division. Without going through all of them, our biggest other division is marketing. So as I said, I've partnered with somebody for YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and so many different other things that entrepreneurs are coming to us as the hub, as their resource for training. And so I partner with other individuals, bring them in as the expert to teach their expertise to our global community. So we have many more divisions to serve everybody. So it is a training company that I've created and expanded over the years.
Yeah, so I guess you are pinching yourself once in a while and saying, "I had no idea that this could be a round the world company, and it's growing, and it will be growing because if it came to my attention after a long, long time, and I'm thinking this is something that I should share on my little platform, and this is something that people could take advantage, that could save their business, that could save their income, and they're probably that close of making the sale, and then because of your network, because of this group, the business networking event could help them to reach that extra goal, or even to come to a double digit income earner, which I'm pretty sure you've already have that with many of your um, networking people. So that is incredible, Jen.
Yeah.
Congratulations, kudos to
Yeah.
you. And I mean, I was going to ask you, how do you see in the next year, the next 5 years, because it seems to me that you have accomplished it all. Talk you were talking about having events in March, and having franchise owners taking part of this, going globally. Australia is one of the biggest the places that you have added to your list. Is there anything else that you think that you are missing on your bucket list?
Oh yeah, we've barely started.
Here you go.
We've started. COVID made us pivot to online, and overall we've grown because of it. Because we wouldn't have such a big community from 41 different countries around the world if it wasn't for COVID. So there was a blessing in it there. It did kind of slow me down from the path we thought we were going on. But again, no regrets, and I'm thrilled with the direction that we have gone. I can't give any more spoilers away, but if you look at it on our calendar, we're continuously right now, this December, filling the calendar for the new year because in our community, some people already know that we have some launches coming up. We're launching something in January, we're launching something in February. So those that were at our holiday event recently were given the dates, they're in the know. And we're about to make it public for everybody to come join us. So one of them is January 26th. So watch on our calendar on sellingonthespotmarketplace.com because that one's a tremendous, that I guess is our biggest launch to date. And then another one will be, we just haven't booked the exact date yet. It'll probably be second week of February, and that one's bigger still. So we're always looking at how can we help
Mhm.
the entrepreneurs, the business owners, the sales professionals that we are serving. What do they need? What are they asking for? So, what missing piece do they have? So we love having surveys. We love asking people in our global community to answer it so that we can then provide it, so that we can then build it. So I love the direction that we're going, January and February.
And I
So
think
please join us.
survey is one of the biggest thing. We do survey every 3 months, just to make sure that we started to get way too many musicians in our show, and not being upset about that. I think they need the platform, especially the last 2 years where they have no stage to perform at. This was great for them, and but people wanted to see a variety, not just author, not just singer songwriter. They want to see people like yourself, that gives them right ideas, give them the tools to take their business to the next level, give them the tools to be able to sell without sounding salesy, without pushing the product or the service into people. And so absolutely, I think surveys are great. For social media, where are you? Because I know you're very, very big on LinkedIn. Any other social media that you're part of? I know you said that you're partnering with another group to help you with social media, or help the community rather.
Mhm.
But where can people find you on social
Well,
media?
we are biggest on Facebook for sure. That's where our global
Okay, of
community
course,
is,
the group. Yes.
the free community for people to join. Of course, we have our corporate page there as well. We also have a membership section, meaning we have 3 levels of paid membership as well. So on Facebook, we also have a member section. We have an affiliate section because we certainly help people earn commissions by affiliating our events. So Facebook is number one. LinkedIn is number two. We're certainly on YouTube. We're growing YouTube tremendously in the new year.
Yeah.
So please, please, please subscribe to Selling on the Spot on YouTube. And then, of course, we're on Twitter. We're on Instagram, just not nearly as heavily over there as well, because we're really about the face to face, even on Zoom, but still face to face, and the relationship building as much as we can. So the YouTube channel is going to be big. I've been working with an expert, and he's helping me on how to do that right.
Mhm.
Where we originally built the YouTube channel for our global community, so I knew it wasn't attracting thousands of people all over YouTube from around the world, because we weren't marketing it that way. It was really our training videos for our community, but now we really want the whole world to know about us. And
And I
that
think,
way, we can all grow together better, and again, have more fun in business.
and you know what? You hit it right on the nail. It is being able to have more fun, because after a while, if you have started a business and it feels like a chore, it feels like you have a job, it feels like you don't want to be part of it, it's not fun anymore, the honeymoon is over. Then if you are instilling into people that honeymoon back again, I mean, it is. Or even switch, a lot of people, that's like yourself, you started with Coach Jane and working with Jinx McNeil, now you have your own thing. I mean, this has been 7-year honeymoon for yourself. So absolutely, absolutely. And the growth and the love and having fun, that is what drives me. I've been doing this just about 7 years myself, and I don't don't see doing anything else. I love it. And this
Awesome.
is my honeymoon so far still.
That's good. That's
So
good.
that is incredible.
Well,
Um,
for me, it's about lifestyle. That I don't want people, first of all, I don't want anyone to struggle with money, and that's why I created this. Like I said, it was to get the cash flow that day, but at the same time, be in our community so that more transactions are happening, more, again, building relationships that turn into to not just friendships, but then, of course, other business in the future. They start giving you testimonials, they start referring you. That makes business fun. That's the fun aspect. That's how it becomes easier and less stressful. And that's where I also start talking about lifestyle, building a
mhm.
lifestyle. And that's also the licensing, the franchising portion, that build partnering to make lifestyle better and more enjoyable. So we're not chasing money, we're not stressed about money, we're not stressed about recession or whatever is happening next year, because we're okay, because we've put ourselves in a place that we are going to be fine regardless of what happens, recession or no recession, right? We will take care of ourselves and be able to thrive through these times.
And yeah, that's another nail on the head. The community will help, and a lot of people are very, very worried right now about, what's going to happen. The banks are predicting things. The interest rate is going to keep going up. Jobs are not going to be there next year, and the list goes on. So a lot of people that, like yourself, like myself, I'm not really concerned about this. And the goal here, everyone, is not to be a millionaire, which you can, but the goal is to be able to have enough income to live a comfortable and a happy life, to have that network, because it's all about community. I just realized that the stronger your community it is, the stronger the people that you network with, the stronger you have. It's like I have your back, you have my back, I have my back, that kind of thing. I think people are the networking, the community is the word. It has to change. The understanding has to be changed. You have to make sure that such and such is taken care. I'm going to make sure that it's taken care of, because he's somebody else is going to take care of me. It's all very, very tight nowadays, and we realize that the last 2 years that proved it. That strong connections, a strong network are very more important than ever nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. And even at our holiday event that we just had, every year that we host it in December, we always call it the Selling on the Spot Holiday Marketplace and Appreciation Party. because again, we want to give back, we want to appreciate our community, we want there to be fun. We had all sorts of prizes and contests and ugly
Nice.
Christmas sweaters and all sorts of things, music and things that we were choosing to do to give back, to make it fun as well. And also charity. We chose the Red Cross this year as our charity of choice.
Wow.
So yeah, there's lots of ways that we want people to feel positive again, despite whatever's going on in the economy, right? There's so many different ways to be earning income and to focus on the positivity of that. We certainly even teach about passive income streams and multiple income streams. And again, loads of events to come to ours to come to. One of our divisions is even called money, so selling on the spot money is one of our divisions, because we do have financial training for the community as well. So we really are here and ready and set to help all of you that want to be in a better place that you are now. And I think the word thrive is a little bit overused right now, but at the same time, it's a beautiful word, and it really does express exactly what I want to say is we want people to thrive in these times, not be stressed, not just be okay, not just pay their bills, but truly thrive, truly enjoy life. That's what's I care about joy. If you
I
watch me
can
on
tell.
social
I mean,
media,
I
I talk
think
about
you've
joy
said
a lot.
I get it. I think you've said that at least about 10 times just in the last 5 minutes, and I
Yeah,
get it. I get it.
yeah,
It's to be
yeah.
able to have fun, and to thrive. The website, everyone, is just down here as you can see it. Connect with Jane, connect with her group, connect definitely. I'm gonna be looking into this a little bit farther because it got my attention. Hopefully, it will get your attention as well. If you have any questions, you can always ask me, and I'll forward the information to Jane or to the website. And um, are you doing any more coaching right now? Do you have time? Because it looks like all of your time right now is with selling on the sport marketplace.
Well, I mean, Trainer Jane still exists as a trainer, but mostly within our selling on the spot events. I still facilitate some of the selling on the spot marketplace events. So Wednesday, January 4th is the next one that I'm personally hosting. And then I do some other trainings as well. Again, they're all on our calendar at sellingонthespotmarketplace.com. Aside from selling on the spot, I do some corporate speaking still. Again, now that COVID, I never know what's a phrase to say. I always say it's kind of leaving us. That now I find more corporations are reaching out to me again for sales training. And so that's another way that 2023 is looking promising. But selling on the spot marketplace and the company is my baby, and that is absolutely my number one focus, the main part of my
It
business.
has to be. It, like you said, it's your baby, so you have to see it grow. I mean, it looks like it's walking on its own now. Um, Being a mother, I know what it's like. It
Yes.
looks like it's that. Yeah, my teenager just got herself her car, and I'm like, ah,
Yeah,
terrified.
congratulations.
My girl was walking yesterday, and today she's driving. So
Yeah.
it's tough, and you have to let it go. But absolutely, you have to. Yes, and I already got a call saying that she was stuck somewhere. So my
Oh
goodness.
yeah.
But it is all good. We have to be able to be comfortable at being uncomfortable sometimes. Jane, I want to thank you. I can't believe almost 50 minutes has gone by, and I can talk to you forever. You have so much knowledge, so much expertise. I am so impressed with everything that you have accomplished in the last 7 years. So, yeah, last time I saw you, it was probably 7 years ago at James McNeil's event. And look at you now. You're doing great. Your company is growing. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to go farther than you probably can even fathom or imagine worldwide. And I think everybody who's watching right now or will be watching later on, they need to connect with this website and with this incredible lady because there's things that you don't know what you don't know, and I think knowledge is right now king. Knowledge is one of the things that you always learning new things is always important. And yes, so check it out, everyone. Any last word, my friend?
Please join our community. Find us on Facebook. Please join our community. Jump in. Again, we're a very warm and welcoming community, and don't be shy. The most common thing that we get about the marketplace is, can I come and watch? And I love that question and I love answering it. I always say no, because it would be like sitting at a dinner table and not talking. Why would we exclude you? Right?
Good
It's we
question.
want to get to know you. We still will give you an opportunity to connect with us, to speak, to share, to introduce yourself, and of course make an offer. And new people never go first, so everybody is warmed up to the event. And just please jump in. Please see what we have to offer you, because we're here
Okay,
to support
so
you.
now you got me curious. So as soon as you join, then you participate on the group, and then you're part of it, kind of like a Toastmaster for some of us who knows a little bit about being a Toastmaster. So you kind of break the ice and introduce yourself, kind of like a table topics.
A little bit, yeah, it's a little bit like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So not too bad, everyone. Not too bad. Not you probably don't have to make a an hour speech or pretend that you are
Well,
not.
and after 2.5 years of COVID, I'm hoping most people are comfortable with this Zoom box, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm becoming too comfortable right now. I miss. I've done a little bit of the on person here in our home studio, but some people still a little bit, not sure if this thing is still around or is going away or is coming back. So I understand, respect. So absolutely, everybody is more comfortable on this, which I have my love and hate kind of relationship. I prefer. I'm a hugger and a kisser, so Jane, it's been incredible again. Thank you so much. This will everyone will be on my YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, and all of the 10 over plus platform that we are on. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you so much, Jane. Have an incredible,
Lizzie, thank you
incredible
so much. The honor was mine.
weekend. And yeah, let's connect. And we'll see you soon, everyone, with another show on Monday. Bye bye for
Awesome.
now.
Thank you.